Welcome to another edition of the Programme, and we're going back to 1996. You remember the very start of the European Super League, as Eddie Hemmings called it, and, well, I guess it's still called that now, but no one calls it that, apart from the Australians. Maybe they're going to buy it one day, I don't know. It is Lunday, 27 May. I think that's the 27th of May. As Paris Saint-Germain, you've heard of them, they've got all the money now in football, taking on Halifax, pre-Blue Sox era Halifax. Remember the first year of Super League, some teams had daft names, and some, like Halifax and Leeds, didn't. Oh, and Saints, obviously, unless you're playing those NRL video games. Anyway, here's the team lineups. All your favourite players from both teams. Freddie Bonke, remember him, played at Wakefield. Look at the Halifax side, full of future stars. That Paul Rowley, he's a name. I remember him. Carl Harrison, of course, who refused to speak to us at Radio Yorkshire because we were owned by Ken Bates when he was the coach. Where was he the coach at that point? Might have been Salford, I can't remember. Anyway, if you're new to Rugby League, here's the rules. Number one, that's an arrière. The trois quarts, aisles and centres. The demi, de ouverture, and de mêlée. Avant, that means forwards. Pilier, talonnaire, useful I guess. Deuxième ligne, troisième ligne. Remplacement. You can tell that I didn't do much French at school. There's the points. Essay 4, transformation 2, penalty 2, drop goal 1. I think there's some rules there about penalties and how a scrum works, but no one knows how a scrum works. Look at who the reserve referee is. Jerry Alibert. You remember him? And there's some other stuff here about rules, and I don't really know what they mean in cups. I don't know. But there's a closer look at the teams if you want to. Of course, this is in the first year of squad numbers, isn't it? So you've got a 6 playing at fullback, and it gets a bit confusing. I don't know why the French got 5 on the bench. Well, they just allowed that anyway. Here's a look at the season so far. It's not going well for Paris Saint-Germain. They're 9th in the table, but better than Leeds and Halifax. Without their names, Workington, bottom, whatever that is. Après 8 rounds. Oh, it says it there, doesn't it? St Helens top, Wigan, Bradford, London, Sheffield and Warrington. So 3 of the top 6, not quite challenging this year. In fairness, neither are Oldham and Castleford. Now, that's not it. You get this little brochure. I say brochure, it's A4. Produced by, one assumes, the French Rugby League. There's their logo. It's a bit clip art, isn't it? And there's the Blackpool Tower. Good to see. In France, they have nice kitchens. Look at that. You don't get that at MFI, do you? From the people at Cholet. I can't speak French. Paris Saint-Germain. La Belle Aventure. I don't know what that means, but that's a fantastic jacket there by Jean-Paul Ferret. I love a red jacket like that. I used to have one. And there's some very 90s tracksuits. Probably all worth about £1,000 now. Présentation du PSG Rugby League. It's in French, but I've used Google Translate to help me here because I just like the fact that Rupert Murdoch is in capital letters. So this is what it says. This is Google Translate, so you know. Blah, 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 blah. Super League. This competition is a real Club World Championship, born of the will, or from the will rather, of Rupert Murdoch. The Super League is a global inter-club rugby league competition taking place in both the northern and southern hemispheres. Well, kind of. It was created by the Rupert Murdoch Group, who holds a dominant position in the Anglo-Saxon world television networks. Brackets, United States, Australia, Great Britain and Orient. Leighton Orient, one assumes. These networks will widely broadcast images of the Super League, which will benefit French Rugby League. The Paris Saint-Germain Rugby League team will be the new locomotive. I think the translation's lost a bit there, but, you know. Here's the squad of Paris Saint-Germain and where they've all come from all over France and Wakefield. So, you know. And here's when they play all their matches. Obviously, we're at Halifax here. This is this game. Castle, they can't spell Castleford right. You know, come on. And there you are, St Helens Saints. They're there. Half final, 1st September. Final, 8th September. That must have been the Premiership, of course. This was pre the excitement of the Grand Finale, which in French is known as Grand Final. So, Super League is called the Super League of Rupert Murdoch. I think this is the name we need to adopt now. It goes from March until September. Or was it January until October these days? Paris Saint-Germain, along with Le Club Anglais, Wigan, Leeds, Londres, West Castleford, and the clubs of the Southern Hemisphere, I think. Sydney, that's all of them. Brisbane, that's one of them. Auckland. Then you've got the French League, I think. Is that going July and August? Is that it? And the Championship, Championnat Île-de-France. I don't know. So yeah, that's how Rugby League works. And they've got a deal with the TV. Look, it says there. I didn't bother translating this bit because I didn't think I'd be reading it. If you want to ring some people in France, there's some numbers. Don't know if they still work. And look, adverts. That looks like the Café René from Hello Hello. Apart from, I don't know where it is, Villejuif. I mean, I could Google it. It might still be there. A garage, Renault, naturally. And what looks like a restaurant. Well, it says bar restaurant. Even I can work out that. But I can't read what it's called. These French and their wacky fonts. More adverts. I'm assuming that's a beer. Bella Tavola. Italian and Mexican food. Oh, Cantina. So there you go. It's good to see, France, multicultural. There's another restaurant. It's got curtains. You don't get that in the north of England. And that, I'm guessing that's another hotel with a boat. And a bathroom. We had a kitchen earlier. There's a bathroom. I'm surprised, this being continental, there's not a half-naked person. Well, I assume naked person in the bath, but they're not shown anyway. And there's a kitchen from Ariston. And on. And on. And here, for our finale, the 26 players of Paris Saint-Germain and associated people in suits. Long may they rule the Rugby League roost in France and bring glory to the sport.